Matatag Curriculum English 4, Quarter 1, Lesson 7. The topic is all about identifying visual element. For the learning competencies, identify lines, vertical, horizontal, left diagonal, right diagonal, and zigzag thin lines, thick lines, broken lines, and dotted lines. Determine lines, shapes, and colors used to convey meaning. Interpret images or ideas that are explicitly used to influence viewers. Symbolism. And infer the purpose of the visual text. For day 1, what do you know about lines? Can you give examples of where you've seen different types of lines before? Today, we will embark on a creative journey to explore and identify various types of lines that exist around us. We will have a matching variation activity. Prepare cards with the vocabulary terms on one set and their corresponding definitions on another set. Shuffle the cards and place them face down. Each student takes a turn flipping over one term card and one definition card. If the term matches the correct definition, the student keeps the pair of cards. If not, the cards are placed back face down, and it's the next student's turn. The game continues until all matches are found. Vertical, a line that goes straight up and down, like the side of a bookshelf. Horizontal, a line that goes straight across like the horizon where the sky meets the land. Diagonal, a line that slants or slopes, neither vertical nor horizontal. Zigzag, a line with a series of sharp turns in alternating directions, like the path of a lightning bolt. Thin, a line that has a small width or is not very wide. Thick, a line that has a greater width, being wider than a thin line. Broken, a line that is interrupted by gaps or spaces, not continuous. Dotted, a line that is made up of a series of dots, placed closely together. What kind of line would you use to represent a tree trunk? You're right, a straight line can represent a tree trunk. Interactive line showcase activity. Here are the station ideas. Vertical adventure. Learners use colored pencils or markers to draw a tall building with vertical lines representing windows and doors. Horizontal highway. Learners create a landscape drawing with a wide road and horizontal lines for lanes. Zigzag artistry. Provide a template of a lightning bolt shape. Learners fill it with creative zigzag patterns. Diagonal designs. Learners design a playful staircase using diagonal lines to connect the steps. Here are the steps. First, rotate the learners through each station, allowing them to explore and experience each type of line. Second, gather learners back as a whole class. For the third, facilitate a collaborative reflection session where each group shares what they discovered at their exploration station. Discuss the uniqueness and creativity that different types of lines can bring to artwork and design. We will have identifying lines activity. For the directions, look at the images below and write down what types of line each image represents. Example given: vertical, horizontal, diagonal, zigzag, and etc. Write the meaning indicated by each line. For day 2, lines, shapes, and colors used to convey meaning. Once in a quaint village, there lived an artist known for creating magical paintings. One day, he painted a single delicate line on a canvas. Strangely, some viewers saw a tearful expression, while others sensed a glimmer of hope. How do you think a single line managed to convey both sadness and hope? What could be this artist's secret be? You're right, the artist likely used words and imagery that mix sadness with a hint of positivity, creating a feeling of hope even in a somber context. Today, we will journey into the captivating world of visual language where lines, shapes, and colors transform into storytellers, each carrying a unique tale of emotion and meaning. What feelings do these colors evoke? Can you think of real-life situations where these colors align with emotions? Imagine these lines are describing emotions. Which lines would represent excitement? Which would depict serenity? How might a circle represent unity? Can you think of an event where these shapes could be used to express their meanings? Here are the symbolic meaning of shapes. For circle, it symbolizes unity, completeness, and eternity. For square, it symbolizes stability, order, and structure. Triangle, change, growth, and balance. Heart, love, and affection. Stars, aspirations, hope, and guidance. Spiral, transformation, and evolution. For diamond, strength, clarity, and beauty. For deepening understanding, look at the painting of Vincent van Gogh entitled Starry Night. Delve into how the lines and shapes powerfully convey the message of peace. For the work example, identifying line thickness and style. Here are the directions. Create your own design using both thin and thick lines. Explain the meaning or emotion your design conveys. Use a sheet of paper to create a design using only thin lines. Then, create another design using only thick lines. Share your designs with a classmate and discuss the different feelings they convey. Next is exploring shapes and colors. For the directions, look at the shapes and colors in the images below. Write down the emotion or meaning you associate with each shape and color. For the lesson activity, in-depth exploration activity, the line of emotion. Build on the engaging story of the artist's mysterious painting. Bring out drawing paper or sketchbooks and drawing materials. Draw a single line that portrays a specific emotion, such as happiness, sadness, excitement, or curiosity. Focus on the form, direction, and energy of the line to evoke the chosen emotion. After drawing, share your lines and their intended emotions with a partner. For the group discussion, decoding emotion through lines. How did you choose the direction and form of your line to convey the emotion? Did your partner interpret the emotion as you intended? For evaluative learning, organize a gallery of emotions where learners exhibit their artworks. Assign roles, artists, curators, and visitors. Artists explain their pieces, curators guide discussions, and visitors analyze the emotions elicited by each artwork. For day 3, steps in interpreting images, ideas that are explicitly used to influence viewers or symbolism. Look at the image. How did your initial interpretations compare to the actual symbolism? Today, we embark on a captivating exploration of symbolism, a secret language artists use to weave meaning into images, affecting how we perceive the world. For the lesson activity, we have a vivid vocabulary hunt. You will be provided with a list of key terms related to symbolism, such as symbol, interpretation, convey, subtle, and perception. In pairs or small groups, brainstorm meanings, associations, and real-life examples of each term. Think creatively and share your findings. For the visual vocabulary connection, choose a key vocabulary term and link it to a specific symbol or element in one of the images. Explain how the term relates to the symbol's meaning. Share your connections, fostering a dynamic exchange of ideas. Next is articulating the key idea. Embark on a journey into the realm of symbolism, where images and ideas become intricate tools of influence, shaping how we perceive and respond to the world. Can you recall a time when an image or symbol left a lasting impact on you? Share a brief experience. Decoding symbolic language. What thoughts and emotions do these symbols evoke? How might they sway viewers' thoughts or emotions? Exploring masterpieces of symbolism. Let's uncover hidden meanings behind the symbols of The Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dali. Melting clocks means the clocks that are melting show that time can feel like it's changing and not always the same. Empty landscape. The empty and dreamy land shows a world that feels different from real life. It's like a dream. Ants on clocks. The ants on the clocks remind us that things don't last forever and that time keeps moving on. Soft watches. The soft, bendy watches show that how we think about time and memories can be delicate and not always solid. Distorted face. This strange face in the painting may show how our sense of who we are can change in a dreamlike way. How do you feel when you look at the image? What do you think this image is trying to communicate? What overarching themes emerge from the symbolic artworks? How did the artist's use of symbolism influence your understanding of their messages? The overarching themes in symbolic artworks include the fluidity of time, the nature of reality and dreams, impermanence, and the complexity of identity, with symbolism helping to deepen understanding by revealing abstract concepts and inviting deeper reflection on these themes. For the evaluative learning, identify and write down the purpose. It's either to inform, entertain, persuade, express emotions of each visual text. An informative poster about fire safety tips. Second, a comic strip showing a humorous interaction between characters. Third, an advertisement for a new video game showcasing its features. An emotional painting depicting a rainy cityscape. 5. A book cover for a thrilling adventure story. Number 6. A movie poster for a heartwarming family film. 7. A photograph capturing the excitement of a soccer match. 8. An infographic illustrating the benefits of eating fruits and vegetables. Number 9. A fashion magazine cover featuring stylish clothing and accessories. And for number 10, an illustration of animals in a zoo accompanied by fun facts. Here are the correct answers. Number 1, inform. 2, entertain. 3, persuade. 4, express emotions. 5, entertain. 6, persuade. 7, inform or entertain. 8, inform. 9, persuade. And 10, inform. For day 4, steps in identifying the purpose of the visual text. Look at the image. Describe how the visuals on the cover might reflect the story's themes of growth, transformation, and the power of nature. Take a few moments to observe the visual and silently jot down what they think the purpose of the visual might be. Before we dive into our adventure with visual text, let me share a quick story. Once, I stumbled upon a captivating poster while walking through a park. The poster had vibrant colors and showed children planting trees and cleaning up their surroundings. At first glance, I was drawn to the poster's cheerful design. But as I looked closer, I realized it was promoting an upcoming community cleanup event. Today, we're setting off on a fascinating journey to decode the language of visuals. Get ready to unveil the secret messages behind pictures and images. For the lesson activity, your class will be arranged into teams of 4 to 5 learners each. Set of vocabulary cards with words on one side and their meanings on the others will be prepared. Vocabulary cards will be placed face down in a row at the front of the room, with the meanings facing up. The first learner from each team comes forward and reads a vocabulary word, then races to find its matching meaning card. After finding the match, the learner returns to their team and the next student takes a turn. The relay continues until all words are matched. For the lesson activity, we have visual text, a picture or image that tries to communicate a message or idea, and its purpose, the reason why something is made or done. Inform means to give information or facts to someone. Entertain means to amuse or interest someone. To persuade means to try to convince someone to do or believe something. To express emotions means to show feelings or moods. For deepening understanding, let's begin by looking at this visual text on the screen. Now, listen carefully to our key idea. Get ready to explore the world of visual text, where images and pictures come to life to convey messages, tell stories, and share emotions. For Lesson 1 activity, have a brainstorming session about the different purposes of visual text. Write down your responses on the board as you share. Inform, entertain, persuade, and express emotions. For Lesson Activity 2, a series of visual text will be displayed representing each purpose. Discuss each visual as a class, identifying its purpose and how it achieves that. Lesson Activity 2. We have poster and an image or picture of advertisement. Next is an illustration of a funny comic strip and an image of emotive painting. Now, let's answer the questions. Now that we've explored different visual texts and their purposes, let's reflect. What did you notice about how visuals can have different reasons for being created?